Welcome back, fellow Blues, and all football fans. Kindly subscribe if you're new here. It was a super exciting and enjoyable moment yesterday as we saw the boys having the patience, discipline, and consistency to come back and win Crystal Palace away 3-2. Pochettino was happy again, praising the boys for not giving up and fighting to the end. Mauricio Pochettino had Conor Gallagher to thank as Chelsea scrapped past Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park on Monday. The 3 points ensured that he lived to fight another day in charge, but moving forward, things only got tougher. The 51-year-old has lost 2 of his first 3 center backs in the past few weeks, as well as only just getting Levi Colwill back from his own injury problems. The 20-year-old returned to the side after 3 weeks out, but came into the team after halftime in far from ideal circumstances. Thiago Silva had to be taken off after himself coming back into the team in place of the injured Benoit Badiashile. It means that Chelsea are preparing for the Carabao Cup win, the prospect of being without 3 of their 4 best center halves for the game. The Blues now have just 1 more game to go until they start to fully prepare for their trip to Wembley. It is off the Etihad Stadium next up for Pochettino's men on Saturday. Thiago Silva returned to the starting lineup but had to be taken off shortly after halftime. He went to the ground to block a shot and appeared to have some discomfort in his groin. That was not the only injury scars for Chelsea against Palace, with Malo Gusto also appearing to ask to come off following a late knock as he was replaced by 20-year-old academy graduate defender Alfie Gilchrist with only 6 minutes left to play. But while Silva will need to be assessed ahead of Saturday's daunting trip to face informed champions Manchester City, Pochettino allayed any concern over Gusto after the fight back to beat Palace. Chelsea can ill afford any further injury setbacks, particularly in defense, with their weekend trip to the Etihad Stadium followed by the small matter of a Carabao Cup final showdown with Liverpool at Wembley on February 25th. They also have an FA Cup last 16 clash with Leeds on the horizon, as well as further key league outings against the likes of Brentford, Newcastle, and Arsenal. Chalobah fully returned and was selected in a matchday squad for the first time this season against Crystal Palace, though he was unused, which is at least good news on Pochettino's side. Other injuries we still have: Wesley Fofana. Fofana is said to miss most of the season after reputing his ACL in preseason training, despite returning to training on the pitches at Cobham. Reece James. Shortly after returning from the treatment room in November, James suffered another hamstring injury in Chelsea's clash against Everton last month. He's been out ever since, and it remains unclear when he'll be back. Leslie Ogochukwu. Ogochukwu hasn't played for Chelsea since the 2-1 defeat to Wolves on Christmas Eve. He's currently following a rehabilitation program for a hamstring injury. Marc Cucurella. Cucurella hasn't featured for Chelsea since the Blues trip to Goodison Park in December after picking up an ankle injury. The defender later confirmed on social media that he had undergone surgery on the issue. Now he's undergoing a rehabilitation program, and a lot of decisions will be required to get back to straight winning ways without struggling. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to keep updated.